Hello everyone and welcome to Crafting with Delonda. It's me again, Delonda, and thank you so much for joining me today. I am in my laundry room and I have all of my hack shirts. Well, not all of them because I would need a bigger laundry room. But I have some of my most popular hack shirts, including the most recent one. I have the materials that I use to make the hacks, and we're gonna wash them and see how they turn out, and I'll share my findings with you, and then you can make an informed decision, because remember, everything I do is what? In my opinion, okay? At the end of this video, if you find it helpful, please consider liking the video, subscribing to my channel, and turning on the bell for notifications, because I do upload new content every single week. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so we are going to start with the most recent shirt. This is the shirt that I did most recently. It is a Gildan heavy cotton shirt. It's 100% cotton. And on this shirt, the hack that I used was this stuff right here. It is the HTV Runt Sublimation for dark fabric, okay? So I just used whatever, the one sheet from this package. I got the image from Creative Fabrica, and I went through the whole process. I have a whole tutorial that is linked below this video. I am going to make sure to link every single tutorial for every shirt that I show below this video, okay? Whenever I wash my shirts, I wash them on warm water inside out, okay? So I'm going to do all of these shirts at the same time, in the same way, with the same detergent, and so that variable, there won't be a variable, okay? This. All right, let's move to the next shirt. For the next couple of shirts, I use the same process. So this is one of them. This is probably the oldest hack shirt that I have on my channel. Let's get a good close look at it. Okay, you can see it closely. You can also see me. All right, so here's the butterfly. This shirt has been washed, I know, at least 12 times. This shirt right here and this shirt right here were done with the same exact process. I have not washed this one, so this will be the first time washing this one. This one has been washed 12 times. In order to do these shirts, I used this. I used Sublimation HTV. I used my Hippo Sublimation ink. I used Sublimation paper. And I also used a layer of white heat transfer vinyl. Now this is Caesar. You can barely see it, but I write mine on there with I just put a piece of tape and I write it. This is Caesar HTV. You do not have to use Caesar. I just prefer it. It's a personal preference. You can use any brand of white heat transfer vinyl if you're going to follow this same process. In order to do this hack, I had to use the white layer first, then the clear Sublimation HTV, then the sublimated image. So this shirt these shirts actually have 3 layers, whereas the other shirt, the first shirt I just showed you, it only has 2 layers because this is a new product, okay? They didn't have this when I first did this one about a year ago, all right? So once again, these are 100% cotton shirts, and I am going to wash them inside out on warm water. Let's look at the next shirt. Before we look at the next shirt, let me just show you. These are heavy cotton. So here's this one, and here is this one. This one might not be heavy cotton. Oh, it is. It's also heavy cotton. All right, let's move on to the next shirt. Okay, for this next shirt that I'm going to show you, I also used 3 layers. Let me show you what it looks like. This shirt, you can see it says Blessed. All right, get a good close look at it. See it from an angle. All right, get a really good look at it. This one has been washed, I would say probably maybe 5 times. In order to do this shirt, and this one is also, I don't know, I guess I always buy heavy cotton. This one is heavy cotton. In order to do this shirt, I used a layer of white heat transfer vinyl, which is the Caesar brand. Then I also used this stuff right here, Sublimation HTV. And then I used a layer of Infusible ink, okay? Because remember, Infusible ink and Sublimation ink, they're the same thing. These are just sheets of Sublimation ink, basically. Now, you might be wondering, why didn't you just use patterned HTV? Because I didn't, okay? That's the reason. All right, so let's move on to the next shirt. All right, this is another popular shirt on my channel. This is the infamous Gnome shirts. Now, these were done with the Sublimation DTF hack. These have been washed a lot of times. I would say probably 8 times by now, because I have to keep wearing them in order to just wash them. I don't want to just wash them while they're all, you know, I mean, I don't want to just keep washing them without wearing them. That doesn't really make sense to me. All right, so these, once again, Sublimation DTF hack. These are heavy cotton. Both of them are heavy cotton. I already have a wash update on my channel for this one. So this will be my second, maybe my second wash update on this. Let me show you the materials that I used for these. In order to do these, I used the Godera powder, which I really don't use this anymore, but this is the brand I used on those shirts. And I used the Welliser film. So it doesn't say Welliser on here, but this is what it looks like. C-E-R, Welliser, C-E-R. Okay, learn how to spell, Delonda, I'm going to. All right, so that is that. And now for this shirt, this is also a hack shirt. This was my first time doing the Sublimation DTF hack on a large design. All right, so this is the Welliser DTF film, Welliser DTF powder, and it also has a layer of white Caesar heat transfer vinyl. So the first layer is white heat transfer vinyl. Then on top of that is the Welliser powder, and I use the film, okay? So I'm gonna do this one the same. I'm gonna wash it the same. All right, this one is, you guessed it, heavy cotton. Now let me show you these last two shirts. Now these last two shirts are not heavy cotton. They are a poly blend, and in my opinion, these did not perform as well. And you know, it kind of had me thinking, if I had done the process a little bit different by just using the image on a dark shirt or a gray cotton shirt, I think it would have came out better. But let me show you what those look like. Okay, so these shirts are the Sublimation DTF hack, and these have a polyester blend. So it's 50% polyester, 25% cotton, and 25% rayon. And I really, really believe in my heart that if I had done this process on a cotton shirt, I just think I would have had better results. But let me show you what they look like. So this is a picture of my family, and I did the, like I said, the Sublimation DTF hack with my regular, you know, Sublimation ink and the DTF powder and the DTF film. Okay, so I have done a wash update on these. So I'm going to wash them. I mean, I'm going to show you again. We're going to wash everything together. Once again, inside out and on warm water. So this is, in case you want to see that blend, 50% polyester, 25% cotton, 25% rayon. All right, so now let me turn all of these inside out and get them put into the washing machine. I'm going to speed that part up. Okay, I'm going to use one Tide Pod. Just put it inside. I'm going to put all the shirts inside at the same time. They're all inside out. And we will just wash these the way I wash them, the way I normally wash them. All right, close that, turn it on. Want to just put it on normal, quick cycle. I want to do it on a normal soil level, 31 minutes. I'm going to press play. And I'll come back when it's time to put them in the dryer. All right, I'm going to take everything out of the washing machine and just kind of, this is the family shirt. I'm going to put it in the dryer right here. This is the other one. I'm going to speed this part up. I always use dryer sheets. I'm going to use one dryer sheet. I'm going to put it in my dryer. I didn't mean to slam it. Turn on the power. I'm just going to put it on normal and play. That's 41 minutes. We'll come back when it's dry. All right, the dryer has stopped. Let's take the stuff out and see what we are working with. Here's the first shirt. This was the, this was the Sublimation DTF hack with the large film. So this is how it looks after being washed. That's my doggy here in the background. So here's an up close look at it. Okay. If I had to guess, I would say this is probably the third wash. Okay, let me pull out the next one. This one is, let's see which one this is. This is the one I didn't show you, but it's also Sublimation DTF hack. So you see it still looks really good. I don't think I showed you that one in the beginning. So it's kind of like a bonus. Let's see which one this one is. Oh, this is one of the Gnome shirts. So this is the Sublimation DTF hack. So Sublimation ink with DTF powder. Here's an up close look at it. Remember, this one has a wash update already on the channel. This one still looks really, really good in my opinion. All right, let's see which one this one is. This, ooh, so far so good. This is the first wash. This is the HTV Ront Sublimation for dark fabric. Okay, so here's after one wash. You can see it really, really good. Look at that. It looks fantastic. Let's see how it stretches. It looks good. I'm quite impressed with this one. Look at it up close. Okay. I'm excited about that. I think I'm probably more excited about that than anything because this is the first wash and people were asking, well, how does it wash? You know how y'all are. How does it wash? That's how you sound in my head. Okay, let's see this one. This one has been washed a lot of times. All right, this one has the layer of white HTV followed by the clear Sublimation HTV with the sublimated image on top. This one still looks very good. This is probably the Juneteenth butterfly. This one has only been washed once, so this is the first wash for this, but it's the same process, as the one I just showed you. Still looks really, really good. And gosh, I washed a lot of them. Look at me doing laundry. Okay, let's see. This one is my dog making noises. This is the other Gnome shirt. Still looks very, very good. So Sublimation DTF hack, in my opinion, it does wash well. People are asking about that. I think it washes very nicely, to be honest. This is the Infusible ink clear HTV. So this has the layer of white HTV followed by the clear Sublimation HTV followed by the Infusible ink. Now this is definitely not a process you have to follow. This is, I really could have easily have done just patterned HTV. Probably could have just found this pattern and I could have done that, but I didn't want to. Okay, so there is that. I think this washed nicely. And then the last two, the two that I told you, the poly blends that I really did not love, but let's just see. And I might do that tutorial again and see if it does better, if the Sublimation DTF powder does well on a cotton shirt. But I probably would just use the HTV Romp for dark. So this is how this one washed. I think it looks okay. Look at it a little closer. It's grainy, but from back here it looks good. And then here's the other one. I think that was all of them. Okay. Let's see. Just turn it inside out. All right. There's that one. Okay. So let me grab the two types of clear sublimation HTV, because I definitely don't want you to make a mistake in what you're ordering, because they look alike, but they're not the same thing. Okay, let me grab that. Before I close out this video, I want to make sure that you understand that this right here is not the same thing as this right here. These are two different things. If you want to use the clear sublimation HTV on dark fabric, this stuff right here, it requires you to have a layer of white heat transfer vinyl, which will essentially require you to have 3 layers on your shirt. That's what I did with this first butterfly right here. This is a layer of white heat transfer vinyl, followed by the clear sublimation HTV, followed by the sublimated image. HTV Romp has come out with a new product, which is this stuff right here, the Sublimation HTV for dark fabric. With this, you're essentially going to have 2 layers, which is what I did right here. So now we know how it washes at least once, and somebody's going to say, well, how does it wash 5 times or 20 times? I'm not sure, because I've only washed it 1 time. Okay, this is the first time. All right, so this is, to me, I have hope for this stuff. I think it looks good so far. I'm quite impressed with it, and I plan to continue using it until it shows me that I shouldn't. Okay, so you have the wash update. You see the difference in the product. If you have found this tutorial helpful, please consider liking the video, subscribing to my channel, and turning on the bell for notifications, because I do upload new content every single week. Now, before I go, I would like to know which one of these hacks is your favorite. Which one do you intend to try? I will tell you, I love the way this came out, and I love the fact that it only has 2 layers. But I'll also say I love the Sublimation DTF hack, because I do think that the Gnome shirt for sure came out very nicely in the wash. All right, thank you so much for joining me today, and thanks for watching. Bye.